What's up, guys? Welcome back to Overtime Speed Shop, where today we're gonna be taking the cab off of our 78 C10, so that way we can install the Tinworks fabrication frame stiffening unit into the frame, so that way we can get the engine and tranny set up. So let's get set up with my makeshift cab puller, and we'll get this thing off. Get sketchy. Well, this is my little makeshift cab lift. Never used it before. Just built it the other day. We're gonna see what happens. Man, you have to take that door off. Nah, she fits. What did I measure right? What am I hitting?
Nothing.
That's a wire.
There's a wire?
It's the brake cable. Get out of the way! Watch your face. Come in. Beep, beep, beep. Why am I doing this so early? I didn't even take the bolts out yet. Oh, you got it. We gotta take the bolts out.
I don't think there's another one down here.
Bro, there's two back here. You blind?
Oh. Yeah.
One, two, buckle my shoes. 4 bolts to get this off. All right. Well, let's see if we can jack it up. All right, guys, now that we got this cab off, we have access to the frame and a dog. Don't mind the dog. So we gotta take off, these are the old cab mounts. We gotta get those off, those rivets off. Old exhaust hanger. This is the training cross member. We're not gonna use this one, we'll save it for another project. We gotta get the old 3-speed on the column, little brackets off. And we'll take the front cross member out. We'll get this thing all sanded down, paint this, so that way we can get all of our fresh parts on. But now we have clear access. So once I get all those parts painted, we'll lay them out. I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll start bolting them on. Hey guys, we got all of these parts painted, ready to go back onto the chassis, which is also painted. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get all the bolts, get all the brackets all set, and we'll start installing them individually. So I'll get you guys set up on the tripod, and we'll get to start bolting them on. Here we go. Alright guys, it's the second day. I just got back from work, starting to still bolt this stuff together. So I came across another issue. So this is one of the boxing plates with the Tinworks frame stiffener for the C10s. So on this side, the problem is we have the e-brake cable. So the boxing plate is going to mount off of these two rivet holes. These two rivets, that's how it locates. But since this is here, it's going to be in the way. So what we got to do is we got to get these rivets off, punch them out, and remove that, and maybe bolt it in from the bottom. If we can, probably have to drill through this plate and use a couple bolts in order to get that mounted. Or maybe we'll figure out a different e-brake cable altogether. But that's what we're going. So we're just going to continue on with this side for now. See if I can get some stuff bolted. And we'll continue moving on. I did get these cross members. They're not fully in. They're just, everything's loose right now. So we just got all those mounted loosely, and then we'll tighten them up once we get everything, so that way we know it all fits. So I'm either going to continue bolting, or I'm going to get the grinder out. We'll see. We'll see which path I get. Alright guys, I got the frame stiffener, at least on the passenger side, loosely bolted up. So I got it all loosely bolted up to the cab mount cross member. That's not tightened yet. I did tighten the cross members to the boxing plates, but the boxing plates are not tight to the frame, so that way I can move it around. And get it where I need it, so that way the frame width is the proper dimensions. But that's going to call it tonight. It's getting late. Got to go get the kids down, and I'll be back tomorrow to hopefully get this all finished up, tightened up, so that way the frame stiffener is in, and we can get that engine and transmission mocked up again, so we can set that pinion angle for the rear end. I'll be back tomorrow. Time to get this other side of the Tinworks frame stiffener all installed. So we're going to cut this this bracket off real fast. Then we'll set that up, and I'll show you how it logs in and what we need to drill. Got it. So, of course, that bracket was on where we already painted, so I'm just going to take this spot, hit it with a little bit of sandpaper, get it all cleaned up, and I'll hit it with the rattle can. I'm not going to bust out the spray stuff. So I'll just hit that with a rattle can real fast, and then we'll move on to the next part. Alright guys, we got that all painted up real fast. So next we're going to put this inner boxing plate. It's going to look just like this one. So what we're going to do is these back rivets on the front cab mount is what this is going to locate off of. So it has kind of little holes here where that rivet's going to locate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on that rivet and I'm going to pull it back until it makes contact, because that's what I did with this one. I'm just trying to make it the same. Now there is a little bit of play allowed. These are slotted inside here. Those are slotted, and I still got to tighten that one up. So we'll get this in here, and then we'll get it clamped down. All right, so we're going to locate the boxing plate off of those rivets. So just going to reach it in here. This side's a little tight. Hey bud, you want to give me that orange mallet that's right up there? My son's in here, he wanted to give a little help out. So we'll tap this back. Oh, chipped it. Chipped the paint, that's okay. So let's see, that's touching that front rivet. That's touching that front rivet. I would say we need to clamp it, but I don't think we need to clamp it because it's in there pretty good. So what we'll do now is we'll take this drill, and these are gonna act as its own little drill guide on these 4 spots here. And then we'll drill our 3/8 hole right through it. All right, so now that we got this all bolted up, we got to put the what they call the boomerang on now. So that's this piece, which has a hole for the exhaust to go through, and it also acts as the transmission cross member. So we'll get this at least started up here, so that way we can get it mocked up. So I'll have my son come help me pull this up, and we'll feed some bolts through the back. Get a couple of these washers in. Is that too heavy, bud?
I'm wondering where it's gonna go.
It's gonna go right where these 4 bolts are. So if we just set it down for now until I get these nuts and bolts. Sorry, these washers are just being a pain. So we got 1, 2 washers, 3 washers. We need 4 of these to get it ready. And we got 4 bolts. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll swing them in behind like this. If my hand can get it, maybe you can do that. Can you go from behind and push them through there? Through the holes.
I can't.
My arm's a little big. There's one.
Feel it.
Perfect. And there's one more for you here. And just put the washer on. That's right. Oops. Maybe I can't get that one. Perfect. So kind of hold yours forward, and then we'll lift this up and we'll set it on there, so that way they don't fall out. Okay, I'll hold it there if you want to put a washer and then a nut on those. So I'll hold this one for you if you want to do that one first. Other way. There you go. Make sure it spins freely. 4 more. There's another washer on the, that's good. So grab another one and another bolt. I'll hold the top one here for you on my side. Perfect. And if you want to hold your bolts now, I can do the washer.
Bottom held.
Check.
Top. Where's top?
Got the washer on.
I don't know what top is. I think I'm holding it.
Oh, you weren't.
Where is it?
You got it. You got it. You got it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now we got that. It's not going to go anywhere. So what we got to do now is we got to take all of these 17,000 holes and we got to fill them with bolts. So we'll get that done and then we'll update you on the progress. All right, so we got these loosely bolted on. We got the bolts on. So we got this piece here that connects just like this back one does, that ties into the cab mount. So all we got to do is get that on and we'll get that loosely bolted up as well. So we'll set you guys up for that. See if we can't get you a nice angle. Okay, so we'll just slide this on. There we go. So, but you want to get a couple bolts? That one looks like it's ready right there.
Where?
I'll just put it in the top or on the side, either way. And I can hold that. It's upside down. The nut's upside down. The nut is upside down.
I know.
There you go.
I just had to.
Oops.
I'll just grab a new one for now.
If a side one is easier, you can put it in one of these side holes too. Whatever you think would be easier for you. Like right here, or right there, right there.
Butterfingers.
That's all right. Just like before, we're gonna fill all these holes with nuts. We got 2 half-inch holes on the back. So we'll get these all filled and we'll get some nuts and washers on them and then we'll show you the progress right after. All right guys, well that's it. So we got the Tinworks fabrication frame stiffener for the C10 fully installed and we got the transmission cross member in. So I'll bring you in for a sneak peek of all of this hard work that we did. Got this all installed. Next bit of the puzzle is we got to get that engine and transmission in so that way we can get that 12 bolt rear end set at the proper angle. And the next video will probably be us rebuilding the True Track posi system that's in there with the 373s. I started it about 4 years ago. Life happened, moves happened, but we will go ahead and get that thing rebuilt after we get the angle set, welded up. Stay tuned. More things to come. Thanks, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, a lot of you guys are watching the videos, but you're not subscribing. So if you could just subscribe, that'd be great. Help me out. Perfect. Thanks, guys.